Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome back to Character Select.
Lately, Elsa.
Mm.
You're missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this
It's
improvement?
the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective.
Right at the end of Jack's scenario case, Elsa was captured.
Mm-hmm.
Stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou, he went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole
The psycho that just shot up frickin' Leland Monroe's
Jack,
place?
policeman too?
No.
Or is about
he
to?
works for the district attorney.
But
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window.
So this is before
Looking at me like that,
Leland.
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields.
This is before Jack attacks Leland's mansion.
Yeah. It's not nighttime yet.
Yep.
I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa.
Uh-oh.
Girl, why did you not come with a gun?
I've always so enjoyed our conversation. I can see your future, Elsa.
This is, however, after he's killed Sheldon.
Yep.
And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
What the fuck?
Huh.
Alright.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over.
Oh, right, he's the
All
fire
your
section
sins
psycho.
will be forgiven. The next line.
Oh boy. What's this case called? Let's find out.
A different kind of war.
We're back to being cops in the streets of LA. One last time.
It's gotta be one of these places.
Oh right, he still has that bullet in his elbow.
The arsonist is a
Yep.
bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
So, hold on. There's a way to look at the actual... Yeah, here it is. The doctor is dead, Benson is finished, and Leland Monroe is going to limp his way into a jail cell. Safe to say the Suburban Redevelopment Fund isn't going to be around for much longer. All that's left is the guy who has Elsa, the maniac who burned the houses for Fontaine. I know he's a cowboy, I know he works pest control, but otherwise he's a nobody.
Wait, then where the fuck is Phelps?
It's got to be one of these places. Which one do you want to go to? Don't look at the guide.
Oh, okay. Westlake Pest.
Alright.
Bit fucking peaceful music in it.
Really doesn't help that it's into each life, some rain must fall. Christ. I don't have a siren, damn it!
But you do have a bullet here, Robo.
Sorry, officer. I feel like this song is in Fallout, maybe? Like 3 or 4? Maybe New Vegas?
Pardon me, sorry?
It'd be about the right time frame. Oh, and God help us, every time one of these songs shows up in the friggin' episode, somebody copyright claims it. I'm like, this song is 70 years old. Copyright cannot be that long.
Yeah.
And yet it is.
Yeah. It's kind of staggering when you think about it as well. Like, the way that copyright protection functions, it basically isn't protecting our right insofar as it's protecting a name. Like, no one's going to watch someone's Let's Play of Fallout just to listen to that one Ella Fitzgerald song they really like, you know?
Right.
Like, copyright, when it's used in this instance, isn't protecting the product at all.
Watch it.
Yeah, because nobody's making money off of the song in this game being played on an LP on a fucking YouTube channel.
Indeed.
And yet, here we fucking are. Although I think I mentioned this in another series, or it might have been this one, but the Mickey Mouse copyright is going to be up soon.
Yeah.
Woo. How did I not get hit there?
You missed your turn.
I did miss my turn. I was a little busy.
You're patting yourself on the back, just in time to fuck up anyway. God, that like the parlor piano key plays. I've always hated them. I hate that chime. Because it's a really sharp noise nearly every time.
Westlake Pest Control, 3:03 p.m. Quick and reliable service.
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An
This
address?
guy looks
Yeah.
an awful lot
He
like
lives in
fucking
a
Malcolm in the Middle.
bunkhouse on the
little
remains of
bit.
the old Rancho Rincon.
Frankie Muniz?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Did you know that he got into a car accident and lost all of his memory?
I did not. Does he
he,
know?
he has no memory of ever doing Malcolm in the Middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that's just not true.
But, like, he hasn't done anything since then, and that's why.
Cole, you made it. What's this got to do with me, Rusty? Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room, spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
Also, interesting that Rusty is actually helping him out.
Well, yeah, I mean, he knows this is obviously 100% personal.
Yeah.
And that he was done dirty.
Yeah, because he knows that Cole is a good case man.
Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
This doctor has been marking this map.
Oh, this is where we find out what the actual conspiracy is.
Yeah.
Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights.
Rancho Escondido.
Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
Look at that.
New houses All being built in the path of the freeway?
Magpie. Find and inspect 95% of all clues.
Sick.
So that's the conspiracy, by the way.
It's a freeway.
Well, here's the thing. The freeway... Like, when you think about it, if they want to build the freeway and there's houses there that the developer still owns, eminent domain allows them to take the property, but they have to pay fair market value for it.
Yeah. Oh, that market's worth garbage shit.
Of yours is burning down our houses. Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence. Keep your voice down. You know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them! Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows. If you're imbecile, Harlan, get him under control or get rid of him. Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student. What? Certainly are a cold character, Harlan. He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue. I know about Kelso. And you thought it unimportant to inform me. I thought I could.
So this must be happening between when Cole interviewed.
Yeah.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable? No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run. Can you take care of Kelso? Don't push me, Harlan.
Huh.
Get rid of the fruitcake. No longer necessary. I'll take it.
Yeah, you certainly did, didn't you?
Oh, we have missed... you should have let me look at the thing.
Sorry.
If you're doing Kelso, one of the places doesn't have the answer, but it has the penultimate newspaper. So we've missed the newspaper as a result. Oh well.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth! Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand. A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is a time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir. You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
IH, huh? But yeah, so the property developers are making money
of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine.
by
I've heard that
selling the houses, preventing people from buying them up, or from actually moving in, so that they keep the money from the sale, and oh darn, they want to build a freeway right there. So I guess we can't sell them to the GIs anymore. Shame.
Uh-oh.
So much for your foresight, Doctor.
Little does he know there's Elsa's blood in the damn thing as he's busy quipping. The door where the dude broke in? Yeah, there was glass there.
I love those double swinging doors.
They're nice. Fontaine had a lovely manner. I love and hate big homes.
Why?
Like, with a big home, I can imagine a lot of the things that I do with it, but also I know from experience that I will still generally only exist in my room and then the kitchen.
That's true.
So it just becomes empty, it just becomes space to clean that I have no interest in.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you have, 20 rooms. How much time do you spend in all of them? What do you mean? Well, what do you do with the other, 18 rooms? I don't know. Storage?
Yeah, it's like, if I had that dude's home, I would probably, knock in most of the ground floor just because I won't be using it anyway. I might as well turn that into one big room for me to not use, essentially. But at least I can entertain in.
Yeah. Or turn it into like a theater or something like that. Or if you're, if you've got the money, a VR studio.
God, I'm not social enough for that stuff when I think about it. It's like, at the same time, that one of the things that I do is a board game night. So I look at a building that big, and I would absolutely, just go with multiple table setups, and a wet bar. I'd put a fucking bar in it. I think the bar is, the best choice for that. I'm rarely, if ever, going to use this room. But it looks really nice as visiting furniture.
Oh, here we go. Leland, listed below are the properties you wanted accounted for. My associate has visited each and made a thorough survey, and from what he tells me, I gather these families and residents no longer require the assistance provided by our relocation program. Kind regards, Harlan Fontaine.
Fontaine was having the houses burned for Monroe.
Yep.
Liability? Speak to Curtis. Harlan, this was not our arrangement. Your associate is overstepping his mark. Get him under control or I'll take whatever means necessary.
Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. And the doctor lost control.
It's useful that they've kept all this blackmail on each other.
On the case of Blank, status of subject treatment and observation ongoing. The subject was born in an Oklahoman sharecrop farming family. Failed harvest during the Dust Bowls of the 1930s led to the family being evicted, and they undertook the journey west to California. The subject's mother and younger brother both died of starvation while on the road. The subject's father found work as a stuntman in low-budget cowboy films. The subject was urged to pursue the same career, but a naturally reserved disposition and physical awkwardness made this difficult. Subject trained as a gas fitter and showed some mechanical aptitude, but was drafted in the Marines at the outbreak of war. He served as Blank until an incident Blank. Father subject died in November 1945. The subject returned from service to live alone in the property father and son once shared.
Oh shit, I know who he is.
When referred to this physician, the subject was suffering an acute case of battle fatigue, manifesting in sensory flashbacks, disturbed attention, and sleep disturbance. The subject described symptoms such as vision impairment, headache, tachypnea, tachycardia, and excessive sweating. The subject experienced phantom physical sensations when in a wakeful state, intense nightmares when sleeping. The subject was unable to dissociate memory from reality, frequently regressing to the trauma of Blank. During early diagnosis sessions, the subject admitted to feeling a morbid fear of and deep fascination with fire. What's tachypnea?
Breathing. Rapid breathing.
Ah, okay.
Tachycardia is rapid heartbeat.
Yeah. A determination was made that the subject had entered into an advanced state of catatonia which could not be overcome by psychotherapy alone. The subject began a course of drug treatment in conjunction with clinical hypnotherapy sessions. Sessions were initially scheduled once every 2 weeks, morphine tartrate, Blank CC and doses blank was administered to counteract symptoms of anxiety while hypnotic induction and verbal suggestion techniques were applied. Treatment was initially ineffective. The subject reported no change in the frequency or severity of flashback episodes and headaches. Additional sessions were scheduled in 2-hour blocks to allow deeper sedation, morphine titrate, blank CC and doses blank, and increased responsiveness. Subject began to experience diminished physical symptoms but became highly susceptible to suggestion and ideation. As a result, the subject was kept at this physician's clinic more frequently in order to prevent him from harming himself or others. Additional medication was prescribed and sessions were scheduled once every 3 to 4 days. Catharsis exercises were undertaken where the subject blank in a controlled environment and blank. Subject reported conflict between feelings of hopelessness and feelings of serenity brought on by volunteer work undertaken on this physician's behalf. Subject is fighting persistent delusions and paranoid schizophrenic tendencies and managing with the help of drug treatment and therapy to keep them at bay. However, it is the opinion of this physician that any relaxation of these treatments would be dangerous. The subject could, without continued guidance, slip back into the clutches of his many demons and enter a new antisocial state of psychopathy.
Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine. I bet he's the fucking CRISPR. The one that got sent into the tunnel to go burn a bunch of dudes.
Yep. I don't know if we might have missed a flashback somehow. I don't think that's possible.
We are missing one of the newspapers.
I think it was a flashback, not a newspaper, though.
Would it have been? Because wouldn't that have given us another Fontaine clinic shot?
Hey, look.
Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment.
We'll see if it still gives us the flashback.
Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Branch Bunkhouse. Today, 7 p.m. So that all happened before Jack stormed Leland's place, which was technically a day ago.
Hey. It's literally making the fucking war music. A different kind of war.
Guess nobody's home.
Oh, hello. That was so quick.
Bench on the other side, yeah. Yeah, coils.
Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
That is an M2 flamethrower. Nozzle.
Yeah. And it looks like he made improvised napalm with insect repellent and gasoline.
Yeah.
On the table is turpentine. I think. Not turpentine? Nope. Just more insect repellent for homemade napalm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I see those yellow tins and I'm always like, that's turpentine. It just always seemed like that to me.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that you say turpentine when I say turpentine.
Turpentine?
Yeah. I guess it's fine. Like, what do you call the foil that you use in cooking? The metal foil?
Tin foil, generally.
Okay.
I thankfully dodged the aluminium versus aluminum nonsense with tin foil.
Which would you say, though? Oh, fuck.
Probably still aluminium, even though I know that it is actually aluminum. The reason that people say that aluminium is the correct British spelling is, it's half and half a lie. When the man who invented aluminum, his companion and friend, when he was putting the trademark together, said, you should spell it / say it aluminium, because it sounds fancier.
Oh, God.
So its original name is in fact aluminum. Although it getting bastardized is just Americanization.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't manage to fold 1,000 though. There's just a lot.
Quite a flock you got here, kid. A strange obsession.
On the wall.
I know those faces. Yep. Jesus Christ,
He's
you know
the
everyone.
big lad. There's Phelps on the far right.
Really? I didn't... Oh, yeah.
And he's the big dude, the flamer dude.
You know who's not in that picture?
The kid who bled out in the hell?
Kelso. Because he wasn't in that squad. But he did work with them. I like
river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backward son of a bitch.
I-H on the lighter. Ira
Peterson,
Hogaboom.
I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there. This is DA's Investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
See, this is how I wish they had done it. Flipping back and forth between their viewpoints.
Yeah, this is like the best fucking stuff in the game.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's Investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River Tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the
Oh,
LA
crap.
PD will be down there hunting for us.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. I'll need help to make it to the river.
We're gonna have to fucking jack some cops, aren't we?
And we're gonna have to do that next time on Character Select. Oh boy! So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And scowl.
That's
Da 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 da.
Here we fucking go.